Hey, cousin. What's cracking? I said, what's cracking? You said, don't come in here and say what's cracking twice. Like you ain't been MIA for 2 weeks. Okay. Was it 1 week or was it two? I can't remember. But y'all know your cousin Ken Ken. For those of you that don't know me, okay, I'm your favorite cousin Ken Ken, and I take my breaks, okay? Sometimes I have to take my time off, so that's what I was doing. Whenever I go away just for a little bit, I'll be back. I just got to take me a couple days to regroup. You said a couple days, Karen. I know. It was more like a week or two. It was. Cousin, but I need that time. I do. I'm sorry. I'm going to do better. Well, you know what? I'm not going to apologize. Look, I'm telling y'all to live unapologetically, and then here I go apologizing. I take my breaks, and I don't apologize for that. But I do apologize because I know that you all are going through different things, and as your spirit guide, your spiritual guide, your favorite cousin, I know that you all are looking for me like, Kim, where you at? So I'm here. I'm always here. I'm praying for you every day, every single day. So even if you don't see me, just know that I am praying for you. I'm always working on different things. But I had to take this time. And I know that you all are experiencing different shifts in your life because I'm definitely going through it with you. You are not by yourself. So when I go through different shifts and I'm healing and purging and things are coming up and all that, I just need the time to rest. And I always encourage you all to do the same thing. This is not the time to push yourself to go. Do what you feel like is right, okay? I'm not saying be lazy because sometimes, you can use that as an excuse not to do anything. But do as much as you can and then rest. Hey, everybody. Come. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Anybody that needs to come in, they're going to come in. It's probably going to take a minute for people to come in because I've been gone. I don't know. I mean, I don't care about the numbers and stuff the way I used to, cousin. I really don't. It's not even about that. I just let spirit do what spirit does. Hey, cousin. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, y'all coming in. I feel like whoever's supposed to see me, you're going to see me, whether you see me today or in 2 months or 3 months or 2 years. That's why I post the live replays over on YouTube. So if you are on TikTok and you want to watch the live replays, go over to I Am Marie Moses on YouTube so you can catch all the live replays. And if you're watching the live replay on YouTube, make sure you come over to TikTok so you can catch me when I am live. Hey everybody, hey everybody coming in. Hey y'all. Okay, so I got some spiritual guidance for you all today. I'm going to channel the message, whatever the message is that comes to me divinely from spirits, okay? When I say spirits, I'm talking about our creator, the source, the force, the all right? I'm going to use the cards for confirmation, but I'm going to get the message for you first. This is going to be spiritual guidance to help you through whatever you're going through. Remember, this is general. So I'm speaking to a group of people, but it's a general message that applies to everybody. So you apply however it needs to be applied in your life. But there are some changes, okay? There are some changes taking place, and it's time to move forward. So let's see. Let's see what the message is. Okay. Okay. So there's a need to be flexible. There's a need for you to not be so rigid in your schedule. Hey, y'all, thank you for the love. Not to be so rigid with your schedule. I feel like there's a change happening, whatever it is that you're going through in your life. And if you try to do things the same way you've always done them, you're going to struggle. So, for example, if say you always do the same thing every day at the same time all the time, that's not going to be the case, okay? If you always say go to work at the same place, that might change. In your business, things might change. Expect change, especially this month. Just expect it. and flow with the changes. All right, let the change come and let it go. Okay, because you know how sometimes you could be moving forward, but you want to have control. You may not have as much control. You may not have control. And this is the time for our faith to be tested. It really is. It really is. And it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. But it can feel bad when everything just starts going up and it feels like, okay, what's going on with my life? What is happening? You don't know. You know, everything is just kind of like, okay, what is going on? What do I do? Rest, like me, okay? When I took those couple weeks off and y'all didn't see me here on live, I was resting. I literally got up, put on my pajamas, got dressed, got myself together, and just moseyed around the house, okay? Go out and walk in nature. Go out and walk down the street. Go and, I don't know, go do something that doesn't require you to think. It's very important because thinking and overthinking and control is just going to have you feeling terrible inside. If you're always the type of person that feels like, I need to work, I need to go, I need to hustle. I just talked to my son about this today. It's okay for you to work and do what you need to do, but you need to set a schedule. You need to set a time where you stop working. This is very important, all right? This is the message. So if you have the opportunity to work doubles on your job and you're like, I want to work doubles or I need to pay this bill and I need to work hard and go, this is not the time for that. It's not. It's just not. Do what you got to do to make it, okay? But just know that everybody is going through this transition. I feel like it's a portal. That's what I'm feeling like. It's like a portal. And when we go through these portals, we have these different cycles. There's a need for us to rest, even though it seems like, okay, I need to be working. I need to be a better person. I need to be going through, you know, all these things to get better. There are certain times when that's not a good idea. It's just not. Because I'm feeling like overwhelmed. I'm feeling like, you know how sometimes you just want to give up? You just feel like I need to throw in the towel. You said I needed to hear this? Yes, it's spirit. Trust me. Everybody here need to hear this. Okay? The reason why you feel like you want to give up is because you're pushing yourself to the max. You're pushing yourself very hard. And I know that, like I said, we have to make money, or, you know, people who are in that 3D, you have to go out and work and make money. Remember, we're moving away from that. Collectively, we're going away from that because that does not work collectively. We don't like doing it. We don't. But we live in a world where that's the way it is and we accept it. So since humanity has accepted that we have to go out and work, then we do, because that's what we believe. But there are people here, like myself, that believe we don't have to go out and work. We don't. We have a creator that created all things, and our creator will take care of us. That is a promise. And everything that surrounds us, this earth, is a womb. Okay, we're inside of this womb. And we have everything that we need here to take care of us, just like a baby being in the mother's womb. The baby does not have to get up and fix his own breakfast in the morning and do all these things, okay? Everything that the baby needs is provided for the baby. We are babies. Humanity, humans here, we are babies. We are. The rest of the spiritual realm looks at us like a bunch of children. And that's exactly how we act. And that's just what it is, okay? It's always been that way. Because there are ancient energies that have lived long before us. There are trees that are older than us, okay? So we just have to learn. And we learn the hard way because it's just kind of, you know, we don't always catch on. But this shift that is taking place, there are some people that are already at this point. So we got the 3D, we got the 4D, we got 5D. Now we can go beyond that, but let's just stick right here because there are a lot of people who are in this 3D physical, I need to work and make things happen. My body has to move in order for things to happen. That's a level. Then there are people that are at the 4D level where they're not necessarily going out to work and make things happen. Things come to them. All right. So if they need money, money comes to them. If they need whatever it is, it comes to them just enough, okay? We're not talking about you're rich and famous and all that, okay? We're not saying that. What I'm saying is that all of your needs are provided. Okay, so if you're at that level or you're transitioning to that level, it can be very uncomfortable, because if you're used to going out and work and make all this money, now you may not have all of that money, but you have everything that you need. So you're learning to ground in the present and say, okay, even though I don't have all the thousands of dollars I used to have and all the things that I used to have before, I have what I need, and I'm grounding in the present, and I'm at peace. That's what you have. You have peace. But peace is a choice. So people that are at that 40 level are learning to live peacefully with having what they need and not going out there and exhausting themselves like they did before on the job. Okay, so there are people at that level. And then there are people at the 5D level where they are not worried about anything. They're not. Things come to them when they need it. Whatever they need, it comes to them. Okay, and this is where miracle happens, okay? Miracles happen on this level, because it's like, it's no more lack, okay? You come out of the lack, because in the 4D, there is still lack there. Just like in the 3D, there's still lack there. In the 5D, there is no lack. So the abundance, the opportunities, the large amounts of money, and all the things that you're manifesting, and it's coming to you, okay? You're in alignment spiritually with our Creator, and Spirit is making these things happen. It's not a miracle. It's just like when Christ did all of the works that he did. It was not a miracle. He said it over and over again. I don't do anything on my own. I'm connected to the power source, and the source is doing these things through me. So when you get to that level, now you can do greater works than Christ did, because Spirit is moving to you and through you. When you're at the 3D, 4D, you can make millions of dollars, thousands of dollars. You can be a miserable mess, okay? We're not talking about money. We're talking about energy, okay? It's very different. Even though money is energy, we're talking about your energy. So a lot of people are giving up the finances, the currency, and going through this ascension. This is the rapture, okay? Because it's preparing us for what is to come. Come on, Spirit. When there is no money, when there is no job to go to, when there is nothing, all you have is your connection to the source. So people that are in alignment spiritually with our Creator will be the only ones that will make it. Because even the richest people you know, when they can't access that money, and they are now 3D, right? They are just like everybody else, kind of like when the vid hit, right? They did not get an exception letter and say, okay, everybody getting the vid but y'all. No, y'all getting it too, okay? So if they're out of alignment spiritually, then when they can't access the currency that they're used to getting, or they can't go out and work and make the money to do all the things that they've been doing, there's going to be some problems. There's going to be some problems. When you can't go to the grocery store to get all these hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of groceries, there's going to be some people that are, okay? Y'all get what I'm saying? Okay. So this shift is taking place so that we can get into purpose. We can live purpose-driven lives, because this is what humans are going to do here. It's no more working to make $1. I got to go to work. I hate this job. I got to work in this business. It's kicking my butt. I can't stand it and all this, because that lowers the vibration of the planet when humans live like that. So that's changing. That's changing. And it's changing slowly, but for every person that is deciding that they want to be free, they're letting go of the people, the places, things, mindsets, behaviors, beliefs, everything that doesn't work for them. They are choosing peace over profit. They're choosing peace even over family and over things that are traditionally supposed to be what we want. No, they're saying, I don't want that. I'd rather have a peaceful life. I would rather be happy when I wake up in the morning, even if I have to give up the big house, even if I don't have the brand new car. Okay? You know, there are people that are living like this. So for people that are still in the 3D and you want to work hard, Baby, it's gonna be tough for you. I'm just keeping it 1,000 with you. I'm just telling you the truth. You say amen. Hey, I'm your favorite cousin Ken, and I'm here to tell you the truth. That's it. That's all, and it's all there is to it. Because the vibration of this planet is speeding up, okay? And I always like to think of it like a treadmill. High speed, okay? It's up. You cannot run and keep up with that energy. I promise you, you can't. You're going to get tossed off, okay? Done. So when life is lifing, that's the time for you to unplug, okay? Unplug yourself from the treadmill and get off. And then you'll be fine. Hey, cousin. You said good afternoon, Ken. Hey, cousin. It's a good idea to get off. Now, I can't tell you what to do. Okay, remember, I'm just a guide. I'm just delivering a message. You do whatever you want to do with the information. But if you start to feel terrible, slow down, unplug, go off, okay? If you have the liberty to take off from work a week, 2 weeks, a month, I took off 3 years. I came back now. I don't get paid for what I do here. I come back because I really love doing this. I love doing what I do. And this is what I'm here to do. But even if I don't make $1 from this, I'll be okay. That's spirit. That's not me. Okay? And that's what I was telling you. There are people that are living in this realm of existence already. So it's not to say that it's easy, because the trade-off is the healing. Okay? So remember I told you about the pie chart. Back to the pie chart. We are supposed to be here developing. That's what we came here to do. This is Earth School, so we came here to learn and to grow. So when you think about a pie chart, half of your day should be spent on self-development, working on yourself, healing, growing. And you hear people talk a lot about healing from trauma and all these things, because that's what we own, all right? We're not on to work and pay the bills and throw ourselves to the curb and our back hurt, our neck hurt, and we throwing ourselves into the ground. Not those of us, okay? We are trading off all of the external for internal power, okay? You need it. You're going to need it. And the more you try to work to make things happen, it's not going to work out the best. And I just have to tell you that. There's a time for you to work, and there's a time for you to rest. You know how they say seed time, harvest? Okay, that time to rest, you got to pay attention to yourself. You got to get to know yourself, because a lot of us don't know ourselves, because all we know is work. So we don't know who we are, what we came here to do, and all these things. That's why I told you ladies to join us in spiritual alignment class. Me and I love you. Y'all can stay, but I work with women, okay? Join us in spiritual alignment class if you need support. You have support here. I'm here to support you. But it's just like, you know how you got your favorite cousin, like in real life, and you tell your favorite cousin everything that be going on with you and stuff like that, and they be like, okay. And then they give you some advice and then you don't listen. Okay, if you don't listen, I can't help you. Okay? Just can't. You have to be willing to make some changes. You have to pay attention to yourself if you want to change. Because remember, I can't tell you what to do. But if you want to feel better, I'm talking about holistically, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, that change has to come from you and your decisions that you are making. Because everything that you do, you are deciding to do it. You signed up for the job. You opened the business. You said, I'm going to do this. I got to do this. Everything in your day. You putting all this on the schedule. It's not saying that you can't do what you need to do. But when is your rest time? When is your rest day? Remember, I told you every week you should have one day where you just rest. Get up, take a shower, put on your pajamas, get back in the bed. Scoot around the house. Don't do much of nothing. Don't even go get in the garden, because I know a lot of people like to go in the garden. Don't do nothing. I said nothing. Because when we rest, that's when spirit works. And there's a lot of things that our Creator does within us when we are sleeping and when we are resting. So if you're staying up all night, you're not taking care of yourself, you're not eating right, all that, it matters. It matters right now. It really does matter. It really does matter. Okay? So I'm just passing that message on to you all. So let's get some confirmation here with the Oracle deck that I have created. I'm going to have some of these decks available, but I don't have them right now. This is the Light of the Oracle, and it's just going to confirm what I said, okay? Hey, cousin. Hey, y'all. I'm glad y'all can see that I'm live, because, you know, I took 2 weeks off, and you know how they like to penalize us when we take off. Like, this is a job, okay? I guess some people do treat it like a job, so I'm not downplaying that. Larry, you said yes, thank you. Okay, you're welcome, cousin. You're welcome. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, it says self-respect. Now, you know, resting is the highest form of self-respect. This says living in the flow of letting go. So what no longer serves your highest good, you're being asked to release, okay? If you want to stay the same, keep the same pattern, keep the same people, I'm getting a little imp in my throat. My voice went up. So, all right, I'll do it, okay? That's fear, okay? But it's feeling like a little agitation because I'm feeling like, okay, you could be feeling frustrated or irritated about some things that are not, you know, flowing in your life. But I'm hearing that the only reason why it's not flowing is because the things you need to do, you are not doing it. That's what I heard. Ooh, that spirit, look, this card says mirroring. Okay? So whatever that is happening in your reality, as within, so without. Remember, I'm going to go all the way into this, okay? If you need to know, sidebar, anything you need to know about your spiritual awakening journey, there's a guide, okay? Download that guide. It's going to teach you everything. Everything. I think it might be a 10, 15-minute read, okay? Maybe a little bit more, but get the guide, okay? Because there's a lot that I could say, but we're not going to go into it right now. But just remember this, just small little nugget. Thank you, cousin. Whatever is going on in your reality, from your relationships, your life, your business, your career, whatever it is first happening within you first. As within, so without. So if you don't like it, say if you have people in your life that are not treating you the best, you're not treating you the best. You see how I did that? Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You said, I think I was forced into this because now I'm not working. I had to deal with things and heal. Oh, you're going to be forced into it. And remember, I told y'all that when I came back. If you don't remember, I told you. You can keep working hard and doing the 3D thing, but you're going to be forced in that bed. Didn't I tell y'all that? I said, so if you lose your job or you get sick or something start happening, it's because you could have did it on your own, but you didn't. So Spirit said, okay, let me go ahead and trip you real quick so you can go lay down. Okay? You said, but I feel guilty like I'm not working towards anything. But that's the program. Remember, that's not your fault. We're all working through that. Even me, I'm going through it. Well, not as bad as it used to be, but I am definitely the type that is used to working for what I want. Okay? I'm used to that. But remember, since we were little children in school, they conditioned us, and I'm saying they, meaning the American system. If you're here in America, y'all know how it is. We've been conditioned to work. Get ready to work. Go to college, work. Work, 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 work. That is the program. So once you start to awaken spiritually, you start to realize you've been programmed to work every day. You've been programmed to believe that you got to work yourself and exhaust yourself for everything to get done. But that's only benefiting the people that are at the top of the ladder. It's not benefiting us, okay? So people that are deciding or getting tripped, you are raising the vibration of the planet when you rest. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Okay? So it may not be coming through like it used to. If you have a business and you just out there cooking and working or whatever it is that you do, and you say, oh, I got to do this because I have to make sure I hit these goals, and I have to make sure that my business grows, and I want to be the first millionaire in my family, and I want to go and I got to go to this and this and this and that. Trip. get tripped. I'm telling you that right now. So listen to your cousin. I'm telling you before it happens. So when you laying down in the bed, your feet is up, just go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Don't fight with spirit. You know how they say your arm's too short to box with God or whatever? Don't do it, okay? You might lose a tooth. Let me quit laughing. Okay, you said I'm in the 4D, but I'm not at peace anymore with the financial uncertainty. I'm tired of waiting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That means you're about to transition over to what I was telling you. Because you could have lived in the 4D for a long time very comfortably with just enough, right? So if all you have was just enough to pay the bills, or it comes in just enough, okay, you just fine with that. You could have been like, okay, I'm resting, I'm cool, I'm healing, I'm working on myself, and you live like that and it was good. When you start feeling like, okay, I'm tired of this, you're about to go into the 5D. That's the level that you're on. It's like when you're on your job and you're like, okay, I'm sick of this job. I can't do it anymore. You could have worked on a job for 15 years, 20 years. And then all of a sudden one day you're like, I cannot, if I go back into that job again, I'm going to go postal. So I ain't go, you know what I'm saying? Because it's time for you to go on into the 4D. It's time for you to level up. But remember, our soul is here to grow. You are the soul. You're not the body. You possess the body. Okay? So the soul is here to grow from these experiences. We can hold the soul back when we choose not to grow. When we choose to stay the same. When we choose comfort, then as humans, we can stop the growth. It's not like a plant or animal or other, creation they have to grow. No, we can stop our own growth, but it don't feel good. It does not feel good. So we've been programmed to believe that we need to stay the same. If all you do is nursing, you're a nurse. If all you do is sing, you're a singer. If all you do is this, then that's what you are. No. Every cycle, and I believe we have these 3-year cycles, every cycle you're supposed to be changing. We have cycles that break down, smaller than that, but every cycle you're supposed to be changing, and especially every birthday. Every birthday you should be leveling up for sure. But when you start feeling irritated, that's from the soul, because it's an inner anger. It's not like you're mad and cussing people out like you used to when you get mad. You're not doing that. But it's inside. You feel like, okay, something better give soon, because I'm getting ready to go out there and make something happen on my own. You can go ahead. You can go ahead, but you can't go back because the door's closed. That portal is gone. Okay, you already went through the portal. It's done. So you can't go back to working, because even if you go back to working, or if you start a business that means nothing, you still are not going to feel fulfilled. If they hire you to work on a job and you go apply for a job and now you got to sit there and clock in every day and you hate the job, you're going to leave in the week anyway. So the door is closed. You can't go back. The only way you can go is up. That's how it goes. Okay. So you're entering this 5D. Cousin here that said that you're frustrated. Oh, Spicy Pecan, I know you. You have the podcast, cousin. I know you. But yeah, you're going into a new level. So before you get the abundance, you already been given the assignment. So when you're healing and when you're going through that 4D phase, remember I said you do a lot of healing, you do a lot of cleansing, walking outside in nature. You're going to go through this entire cycle where all you do is focus on yourself. You lose the desire to be around your family, your friends, and all that. You lose all of that. All you want to do is just be by yourself and work on yourself. When you're in that phase, then that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to be exerting your energy and going to work. So if you're in that phase, you'll have what you need, but you will not have an abundance. When you get ready to go into the 5D, you are going to fulfill that assignment that Spirit is giving you. There's something in you. Okay. So Spirit put something in you. While you're doing that healing, you're also getting the assignment. So you're also getting guidance on what to do, where to go, all these things. So you have the plan. So now it's like, okay, I have the plan. What do I do? I don't have the money. I don't have the resources. I don't know what to do. I have this vision. What do I do? You don't know. And then boom, it comes in. That's the 5D. It's miraculous. Somebody sees you. Chance opportunity. You have a conversation with somebody and you don't know you're talking to this investor that's looking to invest. Somebody's watching you or your podcast and they're like, I want to invest in you, okay? But you've done the healing work first because you have to prepare for what you're going towards, your purpose work. You have to be prepared. We have to develop, and we can't skip out on that phase. We just cannot. Those of us that I'm talking to, because we come here to do something great. And we're not going to mess it up with our ego. We're not going to mess it up with I can do whatever I want whenever I want to. It don't work like that for us because we align with our Creator. So whatever Spirit says, and it comes from within, what we eat, where we live, where we go, who we're with, all those things, we surrender. And we are getting the inner guidance. It's no more of, oh, I just need to make $1 million so I can buy me a house, buy me a car, get this for myself, get this for my family, da-da-da-da. You might not even be talking to your family. You might not even be, doing any of those things. Everything that you want to do is for the greater good of other people and yourself. For you, yes, but for the greater good of others. That assignment is the burning desire in you to get out there and go and do it. When it's time for you to do it, you're going to have what you need to do it. It's not up to you to figure out how to get the money and how to get things done. If you try to do that, you're going to get exhausted and then back into that loop again. You need to go back into a cycle. So then you go back into another cycle. Okay? So that's how it works. Oh, I got 22 missed messages. Hello, Kizzy. He said, I was feeling bad that I hadn't been working in my yard, but something is telling me no worries. Yeah, don't worry about it. Because it's still work. Working in the garden is still work. You're out there sweating and everything. No. There's a time for that, and it is healing. But if you're going through a phase of healing yourself, like internally, and Spirit is doing work within you, you need to be laying down. Simply put, you need to be sitting down, laying down, resting and relaxing. Get in the sun. Just sit there. Or get in the water. Either way. Get in the elements and just relax. You said, wow, Ken, I have been watching you for so long. I was sick for 4 years, so I have not seen you. Hey, cousin. I'm glad you're feeling better now. I'm glad you're feeling better, cousin. And you're back online. And then you ran right into your cousin. I'm here. Remember my old videos, I used to always say, I miss seeing you on YT. I know, cousin. I'm still on YT. I just post the replays over there. And I am Marie Moses. You said I had to miss class last night. I was exhausted. Yeah, take off. Take off. It's not going to kill you. You just jump back in when you need to. It's okay. As long as you don't give up, And then too, if you're doing something and say you're doing too much, you're putting too much on yourself, don't be surprised if it doesn't work out. If you feel like, okay, I want to do this, I really want to do this, but that could be something that you want to do. But remember, if you're praying, then you're praying for your higher self to guide you, which is one with our Creator. You're praying for Source to guide you. So then if the things that you want don't work out, that means that that's not for your highest good at that time. There's just another route. That's it. And we surrender to that. We're not trying to push past and say, no, I want it. I know this is for me. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. You can do whatever you want. Okay. I'm just your cousin, okay? You said truth. I haven't had it. I mean, financially, I've taken on my son who does not make enough. Yeah, I know it's tough, cousin. I know. We're all going through a tough time financially. We are. But what I want to tell you is that it's going to work out. It always works out. If you notice, everything always works out. We worry a lot about how, because we're so used to working and having, savings and investments and all these things. Not to say that you won't have those things, but there will be periods when you don't. You may not have them, okay? But that's when you activate your faith and you ask for guidance. What do you need to be doing? You'll get the clarity. You'll get the clarity. And if it's meant for you to work on yourself, then your needs will be provided. That's just how it goes. And you're going to know it's Spirit because it's not you. You're not getting up to work. and things are just happening for you. You can be guided to apply for this or go here or, do something, and then boom, it happens. That's 4D. But you still have to do something in order for it to happen. 5D, you're not doing anything. It's just like, there you go. But 4D, you still have to do something, but it's not as hard as 3D where you're getting out there to work and exhaust yourself. It's more like, oh, I applied for this and I got approved. Oh, I wanted to do something or whatever it is that you want to do, and it just happened. It worked out for me. I've been trying to do this for a long time, and now it's working out. That's working. Okay, so let me see. Let me scroll up. Let me scroll. See, I know I'm listening to you, and I've got to take care of me first. That's right. That's right. Because we're learning that if you don't take care of yourself, nothing's going to work anyway. You're going to have to lay down anyway. So everything you're working on is over with. Okay. Thank you. You look good. Thank you. Thank you, cousin. Cousin said D-A-M-N. I'm not cussing, but cousin said D-A-M-N. That's spirit, I'm telling you. That's just what it is. I'm just telling you what the message is. You said I needed to hear that. Yes, cousin. Yes. You said real quick, why did I look better then as opposed to now? Oh, what do you mean? Oh, you talking about your looks are changing? That's going to happen. That is going to happen. For real. Because if I showed you some pictures of the way that I was looking while I was going through my process, when I was gone for them 3 years, I went through some cycles of looking real bad. I was looking real bad, real bad. It's going to come back. Your light going to come back. Trust me. Trust me. But if you push yourself, you're just going to look terrible. You are going to look terrible. If you feel terrible, but this is what we're learning, that we are in control of our emotions. A lot of times we want to control what's external. We can't control that. But we can control how we feel, what we think, what we do. So we control that part of ourselves. Instead of going out, we go in. So when you hear people say go within, that's what it is. When you feel frustrated, instead of going out and lashing out, then you go within. And spirit helps us do this. We don't do it on our own. We surrender and we align with spirit. And spirit gives us the ability, because you can't have the ability without spirit. So we are in alignment or getting into alignment. So then if we get angry about something, instead of going off, we instantly think, why am I feeling sad today? Or why do I feel angry? Or why did I snap on that person like that? You instantly start checking yourself. Like it says, to check yourself. You don't have to have nobody to check you when you checking your own self. So that's what we start to do when we grow. People are not growing. I don't care what religion they're in or what they say that they believe. If they do not have control over their mouth and their emotions, they're not growing. Because when you're growing and evolving spiritually, it reflects as within, so without. There's certain language that you don't use anymore. There's a certain way that you don't dress anymore. There's certain things that you just don't do because you're in alignment with spirit. When spirit shows up, things change. It just changes. It's just what it is. You can't help it. And you start to look a lot better. But you got to die before you know how Christ went to the grave and then he rose with all power in his hand. Look up the hero's journey. I always tell you all about the hero's journey. Look up the hero's journey because you're going through that cycle. Okay? And when you go down into the abyss, you're down there. You don't have any guidance, all of your guides and all that, nothing. It's just a dark cycle. And that can last for months. Sometimes it can last for a year or two. Who knows? However long it takes for you to get out of it. And if you think you want to go back up and say, oh no, I don't want to learn these lessons, I want to go back up there, you're going to feel straight terrible. I'm telling you that right now. You're not going to feel good. Yes, cousin, I remember too. Yes, I remember. You said, so should I stay in school? Do you want me to answer that question? You want me to use the cards? I can use the cards. Because I can't tell you what to do, but I can use the cards. And you in spiritual alignment class, cousin, so I know you really want to do the work, I wouldn't just do that for anybody, but I'll do it for you. You said, child, I've been Gone for a while. Thank you for that word, my love. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome, Larry. You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. Yes, you said correction. Thank you, Holy Spirit. That's right. It's all spirit. I'm just here doing my job. This is my job. It's not me, because trust me, I'm in the boat with y'all, okay? I'm like, come on now, what's going on here? And then I got to sit down and be quiet so I can hear. And then when I hear it, I'm like, okay, I receive it. Okay. Hey, cousin. You said, wow, okay, thanks, Ken. You're welcome. Yes, because it said tap the screen. Yes, I never say that. Okay, tap the screen, everybody, so people can know that I'm here. Share the live and do all this stuff. Okay, so we're caught up. Okay, so let's see, cousin. Let's see for my cousin. Water bottle. What you need to know about school. Let's see here. I'm not going to tell you if you should do it or not. I'm going to tell you what the cards say. Oh, and this is a dice. I was going to say dice. This is not a dice. That could mean something. But this is a deck that I created. If you're in the Spiritual Advancement Masters program, y'all know that we do a monthly call where I do readings. And this is the deck that I use. The one that I was telling you all about. It's called the Cycles of Life. So this deck is created to help you to get out of the cycles that you're in. So if you are in a cycle, you know, we can repeat cycles in life. And dang, they just restrict them all off. But we can repeat cycles in life and not know why or what's going on. This deck will help with that, okay? So let's see. Hey, cousin. Cousin say, hey, cousin. So, no, I don't read traditional tarot. I told you I was going to do it my own way. And I still got my Kansas City deck here. Y'all know I read my cards and my oracle. Because they probably think I'm on here slanging products or something. Because they said, why they restrict you? They probably think I'm slanging cards. I'm not selling nothing. I'm just talking about my stuff. Okay, let me put these back. Okay, so let's see. What do you need to know? And I'm looking at you so I know who I'm talking to. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. What you need to know about school. Okay. Now, you know I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. I feel like, okay, you already know the answer to that question. You enrolled in school out of fear. That's what it is. Yep. Look, this right here. That's the 9 of Wands. And this card literally says fear. Yes, water bottle, this is for you. Fear card right here. And you see the number 4? Number 4 has to deal with stability, has to deal with your home life. So you feel like, okay, going back to school would be a better option because then you can make more money like a lot of people did. I did the same thing. So you feel like, okay, I'm going to go back to school so I can make more money. And that's not necessarily going to bring you more money necessarily, okay? I feel like whatever it is that you're doing is going to take you a long time. You need something right now. You're going through something within your life personally, and this is the message. You're going through something in your life, could be financially or whatever it is that you're going through, and you need money now. You need something to happen right now. So going back to school is going to take you a long time. What you're looking for is it's not gonna give you what you're looking for. It's not right now. Not to help you through what you're going through right now. So there is something that you could do, is what I'm hearing. There is something that you could be avoiding because you have some type of gift or skill. There's something that you could be doing or offering or something that you could do to make money from it, but there's a fear there too. So it's fear. Tell the truth, Spirit. Because if you would do the thing that Spirit is guiding you to do and you would stop being afraid, then look, here you go. Brand new cycle right there. Happy, happy hero. We were talking about the hero's journey. You know, the hero starts off at 0. So this would put you into a brand new cycle if you would do that thing. Yeah. And there's the rest card. You wouldn't have to work as hard. So you going back to school, you're going to do something that's literally going to put you back in that cycle of working hard. That's what's going to happen. Okay? So it's not saying you shouldn't go. Remember, I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do, but I'm going to tell you that this is what it is. You're just trying to do something to get yourself out of the situation because you're like, I don't know what to do. But what Spirit is saying is that you do know what to do. The thing you're being guided to do is going to require you to do something that you're afraid to do. You're going to have to put yourself out there. You're going to have to be consistent, whatever it is, okay? Whatever it is that you're being guided to do, okay? So, do you have some type of hobby or skill or something that you would like to do that you enjoy doing on the side? It could be something that you feel like, okay, I would do this, but I don't get paid money from it. It's something like that. You say, I don't even know what to do. Cousin, yes, you do. I'm about to help you right now. I'm about to tell you what it is. We're going to figure it out right now. Hey, y'all. Okay. So it has something to do with some type of art. I'm going to tell you that right now. Some type of designing, art, creation. I feel like it's I'm hearing like a childhood thing. Maybe something that you wanted to do when you were a child. So this is why we do our healing work also, because it will come up as you're healing. You're in a spiritual alignment class, so you probably need to start back over at week 1. Start back over at week 1 in spiritual alignment class, okay? And let it come to you. But there is something that you used to say, I want to do this. I like doing this. When we are children, we can just dream big and just think about things that we want to do. And then when we get older and life starts hitting us, then we're like, I need to go to work. I need to make some money. That's what's making you feel bad because you're still trying to stay in that trap where you just want to go and work. That's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you. Okay? So, hold on, cousin. He said, can you read me some cards, cuz? Okay, just ask the question real quick, and then I'm going to get back to the message. I'll do one more. And water bottle. You said, I am very creative. You are very creative. But you know what has killed your creativity? Life. Children. Responsibilities. You know, all these things. When you have all of this piled up on you, then you feel like you're not creative. You don't have it no more, but you do. And once you start connecting back with that creative part of you, it's going to become very clear what you are supposed to be doing. But if you say, okay, that's just a thing that I would like to do, or, you know, I could do these things, but I don't want to really get into that because that's not going to pay me. I need money right now. Just start doing it as a hobby. Join a club or create a club of doing something that involves your creativity. Okay, that's going to be your homework. Okay, and you know you're in a private group too, so that's your homework. You can stay in school and do what you're doing in school, but that's not going to fulfill you. It's not. You're not going to feel fulfilled until you start using your creative skills and your abilities. These are your gifts. Remember, we all have different gifts. So our gifts are not for us. They're for us to develop and give to the world. Whatever it is that you need to give to the world, you're holding it back because you're not expressing your creativity. It's very important. Even if you just do it as a hobby. Do everything else that you're doing, but as a hobby, you need to be expressing yourself and using that creativity. And I don't care if people say, oh, people don't want to buy your art. You know, what do they say? Excuse me. Oh, they talking about the AI thing. Oh, AI is better than you and all that. Don't listen to none of that stuff. Do not be discouraged by that. Do not be discouraged. You have something special to offer that you can never be replaced from, period. Okay? You said, one of my kids' teachers told me I should work with kids. I believe you. It's true. Do you like kids? Because if you don't like kids, don't work with kids. But that could help you to bring out your creativity. Or you could just volunteer, like we were talking about, just once a week. Just volunteer. do some volunteer work with children. And, you know, they do arts and crafts and things like that. And that could spark for you because you still have that inner child that's within you. So you don't go in there like, oh, I'm going to be the teacher and I'm going to teach you all. You go in there like, I'm a kid too. I'm going to have fun with y'all. Let's learn. Let's have fun. Let's throw some paint around or whatever. You know, let's go outside and run. Do it because you love it. And who knows what can come from it. So find a place to volunteer, even if it's at your kid's school. Volunteer whenever you can. You said I brought so much stuff for nails, polymer, clay, cousin, just all kinds of stuff. And you gonna tell me you don't know. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You gonna sit up here and tell me I don't know what to do. Oh my goodness. I don't know, kid. It sounds like you do know. But like I said, the creativity that's scaring you because it's like, okay, who's going to be interested in this? There's healing that needs to go on within you because once you start healing, you'll feel more confident. Don't be laughing. Just laughing, talking about LOL. No, don't be laughing. This is for real, okay? So just start practicing. You know, do it for fun. If you want to do nails and stuff like that, you got everything already. So you mean tell me you have all of these tools and all the things that you've already bought and you just got to sit in there? Just break it out and start using it. Use it on yourself. Call a friend over or a family member or somebody. Say, let me play on your nails or let me, buy you a hand or something. You know how you do? That is your healing. Your healing is going to be expressed through your creativity. But you could be doing something and say, okay, I'm going to make money from doing this. Okay, do that. But don't forget to also, you need to develop that creativity and spirit can flow through you. Okay, let me see if I missed something. You said, I like writing. Okay, let me go back because I know our cousin asked a question. You said, I would like to create, but I don't know where to start. I'm at a resting point right now. Okay, let's see if I missed your question. You said, should I leave the job that I'm at to find a new one? If you ask that question, it's like being in a relationship, right? And you say, I don't know if I should stay with this person or not. Should I leave? If you were happy with that person, you would not have that question. But if you feel like, I don't know if I should stay with this person or not, you know the answer too. Okay? You know the answer too. That's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all not gonna play with your cousin Ken like you don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. If you feel like you need to leave a job or it's not fulfilling for you, follow your soul. Okay? Because the happiness is going to come from within. When you're satisfied, you're like, oh, I'm good. When you're not satisfied, you're like, I need to go. That's coming from within you. Okay? Okay, so I read that. You said, I like writing as a kid. I like writing scripts and romance. Okay, cousin, what was your question? Because I know you said you wanted to ask a question. Let me go back up and make sure I didn't miss it. You said yes. You said I bought stuff for lashes and canvases. Cousin, you better get to work. You better get to work because I don't want to hear no more water bottle. Let me tell you something. I'm not playing with you. I'm done playing with you. Okay? You in a spiritual alignment class and you in the private group chat? You better post a picture of some work. That's the next thing I want to see in the group. Okay? Do you hear me? The next thing I want to see in the group chat, I want to see some pictures. I want to see you work. I don't care if you're putting it on a mannequin. I want to see some of that creativity. That's what I want to see. That's it. Okay, so you said that's not my question. My question is, what's my next step? I'm in school. I want a full-time job. You said, thank you for the confirmation. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, you asked about the job. Okay, you said, how do I get guidance from Spirit? Okay, you stop thinking and be quiet. The Spirit will give you the guidance. But you got to spend more time healing. You got to spend more time being intentional about your wellness, your well-being. When I say healing, be intentional about your well-being. Stop time being intentional about your wellness, your well-being. When I say, you say, how can you join the community? Oh, in spiritual alignment class. In spiritual alignment class, is reduced, okay? So it's not the same price that it was before. It's reduced right now if you want to join. I changed the pricing, so it's half price. So, okay, you said, okay, I'm gonna go back to your question. You said, what's my next step? I'm in school and want a full-time job. Okay, so let's start there. I'll be getting distracted because I be wanting to read everybody's message. I don't want y'all to think I missed it. Okay, so you're in school and you want to get a full-time job? Oh, you want to get a full-time job. Okay, so you're one of the people I was talking about. You don't want to work. And it's not like you don't want to work because you're lazy. It's just you can't find a job that is matching with you, or that, hold on, let me click on that. The jobs that you were working on, it feels like you are overqualified, or it's not at your level. So that could be the reason why you're going back to school, so that you can learn more. Okay, so I feel like you have some kind of community here. There could be some type of like community or family or something, some guidance that could be telling you what to do, okay? Even if this is guidance from your guides or whatever. But I feel like it's a need for you to do what you feel like is best for you. Did you get this advice from somebody else to go back to school? You said, yes, I've been fired a lot. Because you don't like them jobs. You don't like them jobs don't like you. You said you feel like that too? It's nothing wrong with going back to school if you feel like you're passionate about what you're going back to school for, okay? But if you're not passionate about it and you just want to make money, that is over. That phase is not going to work. Because remember, we're moving past that, okay? But for our cousin here that is already in school and you want to get a full-time job, you don't like the job, but you going back to school is just going to get you another job. So you have to make sure that the answer to your question is, make sure that what you're going back to school for is something that you love. It's not just going to get you a high-paying job, because you're not going to like that either. Even if they pay you $100,000 or $200,000 or give you all these perks and benefits and all that, it's not going to matter, because you are not going to like going to the job even if they pay you a lot of money. So the advice here is to do something that is going to bring you happiness. But I feel like it's the same thing with you. There's something here that you could be working on, developing within yourself, but going to school would be like the easier path. Okay, that's all I'm saying, okay? And you could graduate. I feel like just go through with it, okay? If you're already doing it, just go through with it if that's what you want to do. But you can always change and decide to go a different direction if that's what you want to do. But no. I want to tell you this, but if I tell you this, it's going to give you the answer. And then you go, don't do nothing I say, cousin. Don't do nothing because I'm telling you to do it. Remember, this is just spiritual guidance, okay? But I don't feel like you feel in school either. I don't think you're feeling it. You said people tell me I don't need school all the time. People tell me I don't need school all the time. Is this my cousin? Yes, this is your cousin. Hey, cousin. It's me. Yes. You said people tell me I don't need school all the time, but I don't want to disappoint my parents. That's what I'm picking up here. Come on, tell us what's going on. Yeah. So you're not feeling it though, but you are thinking about your parents. There's somebody that's giving you some advice here and saying, okay, this is what you need to do. This is good for you. You should do this. You should do that. And you're like, okay, I'll do it. But then there's other people that's saying, girl, you don't need to go to school or this and that. The reason why this is happening is because, okay, this is the healing part of it. The reason why this is happening is because there is a need for you to know yourself and know what you want. So you can feel confused right now, and that's good. Remember, when we have negative emotions, it's not bad. When we have dark cycles and all that, it's not bad. It develops us. So there's a need for you to make a decision for yourself. And you're going to say, I don't know what to do. And then I'm going to be done with you. Cousin, don't be laughing. You said, I'm ready to start. Cousin. Okay. You said, and I feel, hold on, let me go back and make sure. He said, oh my God, I love you. I love you too, cousin. He said, and I feel like I need to be working independently. Okay, so I missed what the rest of what you said. Let me go back. I feel like I keep getting jobs that I'm overqualified for, very unfulfilling. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you some guidance on that, cousin. Give me just 1 second. Okay, so let me go back and make sure I didn't miss. Said you were the first person to tell me about me being a star seed. I love you, cousin. I love you too, cousin. You're a special star. We're all in the same star tribe. Look. Star tribe. We're special people. It's true. But life can get in the way, and we can start feeling like, oh, I just have to do what I have to do to make ends meet. Not for you. Not for you. It's not going to work. It's not working for nobody, but especially for those of you that are listening to me because you're spiritually gifted to do something. I don't know what that is. It's different for everybody, but you need to develop and heal so that those gifts can come through. They're not going to come through while you're on the job. They're not going to come through while you in college. And take this from somebody that has graduated more than once. Your gifts doesn't come through that. Not unless you're going to change the industry in some type of way. And you need to go to college to get some type of training or something like that. But if that's not the case, it's within you. You got to go deep in so you can get to it. Thank you, cousin. You got to go within to get to it. How do you go within? Stop pushing yourself and just start resting. Don't look for answers. One thing I'm going to tell you about spirit, do not look for answers. You say your prayers and just, that's it, okay? Say your prayers, ask for help, ask for guidance, and then make sure you prioritize your quiet time. When you start to prioritize your quiet time, journaling, going out and walking in nature, doing those things, that's when spirits talk to us, when we are resting. Not when we're up there like looking for an answer. Help me. Because you're anxious and you're not going to get it. So it has to just flow to you. And then it's just like, oh, that makes sense. And if you need guidance, I still do one-on-ones for now. But yeah, I'm always here to help you through it. Always. Say I need to talk to you privately. Okay, I just said that. I do one-on-one still. I stopped doing them for a long time, but Spirit had guided me to start doing them again. So if you want to do a one-on-one, you can definitely book a session. Anything you're going through, you're going to get clarity about it. You're going to have direction, focus, and everything you need. You ain't going to have to come back, okay, for a while. I don't do those type of readings where you have to keep coming back. No, we're going to get straight to it, and that's what it is. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's get back to the collective. Okay, Spirit? You have to forgive me because whenever it's time for me to do that, I just do it, okay? So, collectively, we have father issues and we have inner child. This is nothing but healing, okay? This is for everybody. Healing. You have an inner sadness. I'm hearing like melancholy or whatever like that. Like you don't like to address this sadness that is within you. You don't have to. Just journal. Just start doing this. You don't have to write a whole bunch. You don't have to. Okay. It'll come to you. Sometimes you might not. Just start off with 5 minutes. I say when you start journaling, just do 5 minutes or just do 1 page. Or just do bullet points, whatever it is that you do. But ask yourself the question, how am I feeling now? Okay? At the top of your page, write the date, write how am I feeling now? And then answer the question. Whatever it is that you're going through is going to come out. okay? Even if it's something like the issues that are going on, your childhood trauma, things that you've been through is going to start coming out. It's not the time for you to solve the problem, because remember, we're going through the process of healing. So you're going to first identify this is an issue. When you accept, okay, I do have these feelings. This is how I feel. That's step number one. But many times we're not even addressing how we feel. We don't want to think about it. That's not a big deal. That's not a problem, because we can go on and work and do something else and keep our mind off of it. But when you don't have the luxury to go off and work and brush things off, then you have to dial it back and you have to start to address what's really going on. Because remember, we're here to raise the vibration of the planet. And it's not by what we do 100%. It's by who we are first. So your energy is sending out signals into the planet, okay, and beyond. If you are hurting inside, what kind of energy do you think you're sending out into the planet? It's not good. It's not good. Thank you for the love, cousin. It's the truth. It's not good. So if you're hurting, if you're sad, if you're disappointed in all these things, that was the way you survived in the past. It's okay, it's not a big deal. I need to let that go. I need to move on. The father issue, the mama issue, the inner child, all the stuff I've been through, not a big deal. I need to keep going. 3D. Now it's time for you to work on that. When you're in the 4D and you get pulled back, that's the time for you to work through that. It's time. It's time. And you'll get clarity. Spirit will give you clarity and you'll get closure. But that only comes from our Creator. But before you get the clarity and the closure, you're going to have some anger. You're going to have a lot of this dark energy going to come up because your inner child is hurting inside. I'm telling you that right now. You still have that little kid inside of you. And if that little child is hurting, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard on you because you're still that little kid that needs a hug, that needs love, that wants to be accepted, that wants to be loved. You're still that child. You're just big and grown and your head is big and you could have a mustache or you could have whatever, okay, going on, stacked up like a brick house, all that, okay, whatever. But you are still that little kid. And that little kid needs some love from you. They do. So when we reparent ourselves, it's not just telling ourselves, yes, you can have this, no, you can't have that, like some strict warden or whatever, general. You're not doing that. It's also nurturing your little kid, saying, I'm here with you. I love you. You don't want to work today? Okay. What do you want to do? You want to play with some crayons? Okay, go play with some crayons. You want to go to the sandbox? Let's go to the sandbox. You want to eat a piece of candy? Okay, let's eat a piece of candy. Sugar-free. Make yourself some ice cream or, something like that. But these are all, small things that you can do to nurture your inner child. But I feel like there's a lot of neglect for your inner child. And some of you could be at the beginning phase of this healing where you're starting to recognize that you do need certain things from the people in your life. Parents and siblings and relationship partners. You do need those things. But for so long, you just said, oh, I don't need it. I don't need anything. I'm fine. But you do. You do. Thank you. You say you're amazing. Thank you, cousin. You say you're not lying. I was thinking about my childhood the other day. Yeah, we've all been through some tough childhoods, for real. We've been through it. I don't think anybody can come out of this earth school or this cycle without going through a tough childhood. Just some have it a lot tougher than others, but yeah, we've been through some tough things. And now we have this awakening where our Creator is allowing us to heal these things. But many of our parents never did. And many of the ancestors that came before us, they never had the opportunity. So now we're being granted the opportunity to heal this, not only for ourselves, but for our bloodline. Because when we heal, then we pass that healing down to our children. So if you want to be a better parent and all those things, it starts within you first. You take care of that inner child in you. Then you can take care of your children better. Because your inner child is not going to be happy while you out here trying to take care of your children and then just throwing them to the back burner like they don't exist. No. And some people could feel like have fear about children. Like they don't want to have a child. I don't want to be a bad parent. That's because the inner child needs to be healed. You're going to be a good parent. You're going to be a great parent, whoever I'm talking to. You're going to be a great parent. If you want to be a parent, you're going to be a parent. But there's no perfect parent. You can't expect that, oh, I want to be perfect. I want to have the perfect partner. And I never want my children to have to go through what I went through. And I'm just afraid. Whatever. My children got some stories about me. I'm telling you. But they witnessed my change. Let your children see you transition and change and develop and grow. They will respect you. Okay? You're not going to be a perfect parent. And for those of you who already have children, you're not going to be a perfect parent. You're hurting and you have a lot that you're going through. But you can be good to yourself. The better you are to yourself, you're going to have more compassion for other people. If you feel like you're short-tempered, you don't have the patience, you don't feel like it, you're not in the mood, you say smart things and all that stuff. You do all that for a reason. Trust me, I used to do it too. But I was hurting inside and overworked and tired in a relationship. I did all the things. But when I stopped living like that and I started nurturing myself, then I was able to allow that energy to flow through me to other people. So what you all feel is not because, oh, I just love y'all with my heart. No, it's because I love myself. And the spirit of love is in me because I love myself now. There was a time when I didn't. When I was drinking and partying, turning up, all that, thugging and drugging when I was young. That was not showing myself love. But now I prioritize myself. And I prioritize making sure that my environment is the way it needs to be so that I can feel safe. It's very important for my inner child to feel safe. And I know that about myself because I grew up in a lot of chaos like a lot of us did, okay? It was a lot going on when I was a kid that I couldn't control. So that put fear inside of me. So now that I'm older, I don't want to feel fearful about my life. I don't want to have people around me that make me feel like I have to second guess them or, I just can't do it. So you have to spend more time working on yourself if you want to, okay? Look at the bottom of the deck. It says faith. Have faith and trust that your needs are going to be met, okay? You're going to be provided for. You're going to be fine. Okay, let me go. You say, yes, ma'am. Yep. You say, I do everything alone, which has worked for me most of the time. Sometimes I get tired. Yeah. And there's going to come a phase where you're not going to be able to do it by yourself no more. But you know the reason why you do it like that? Because you feel like you have to. And in the past, dealing with people that are untrustworthy, it makes you feel like, okay, I'd rather just do it by myself. I don't want to deal with y'all because y'all just going to make it harder for me and I don't have time, so I'll do it all by myself. There's a time when you can do that, and then there's a time when you're going to have to give up that control. That could be something that you're going to have to let go of. And trust that you have healed, you're loving yourself, you take better care of yourself, so as within, so without. Now you're going to attract people. They're going to treat you the same way you treat yourself. If you're eating trash food and messing with Rodney and knowing he cheating and all of that, you know what I'm saying? You know all the stuff we do when we don't know no better. If you're living like that, then people are going to treat you the same way. So when you want to stop getting treated like that, then you start putting down your foot with your family members, your children, your friends, in your life, on the job, everything, everybody. You let them know it's a new sheriff in town and I'm not here to play. If you are in alignment with me, I feel like it's good energy, you can stay. If it's not good energy, you can go. And you might end up by yourself for a while, but it won't always be that way. You'll go through the healing and you're going to attract better people in your life. And now at that phase, you're going to have to get used to having people in your life that are just giving to you and loving you and just happy to help you. Hey, I'm here. Do you need some help? Here you go. They're going to be there to help you. Then that's going to be another phase of healing because we have to heal together. Even though I'm your favorite cousin, I know how you feel because I don't fool with people either. But There's only so much healing that we can do alone. Because remember, we came here to be in partnership. We learn our greatest lessons from each other. Our soulmates, which are people that we encounter on our path, not just your romantic partner. These are souls that incarnated with us. We're a part of the same soul group. So you encountering me, we're soulmates because we came here at the same time we encounter each other. Some you see every now and again. Some you may see once. Some you may be with for years. Some treat you like you're a prince or a princess, and then some gonna treat you like you're $2.50 and go throw you down like you trash. All soulmates, and they all teach us about our self-worth and our value. We learn from each other. So you can, stay by yourself for a little bit, but not forever. Because we need each other. We get further together. It's just the type of people that we're connecting with. We got to learn how to have the discernment and all that. But we don't have discernment until Spirit gives it to us. So it's not your fault. Don't blame yourself because you're in the dark. There's a reason why it says there's a way that seems right, but in the end it's destruction or death, because our Creator does not open up our minds to see certain things. We just don't know. And as long as we think we know, Spirit will say, okay, you think you know everything, go ahead. And then we completely turn our lives upside down, everything all over the place, and then we start praying. We start asking for guidance. We start listening. We get desperate. We say, whatever I got to do, I'll do it. And then you make changes. You say, I was hanging with my little cousin for her B-Day. At the end of the night, I knew it was the last time. Yep. That's Spirit too. Because sometimes we just want to hang out. Let's just hang out, kick it. And then this is not a relationship that's going to grow me. Because you're at that phase where you want to grow. You want better in life. That's your energy. You're saying that to the universe. That's what you're saying. I want better for myself. So the people that are in your life, you're not going to connect with them like you would if you were still in the dark. Before you had that awakening, you could just connect with people and just hang out and it just was a good time. It's a good old time. But now you're saying, I want to grow. So you're not going to be happy or satisfied with people that are not helping you get to that next level. You're going to be looking at them with the side eye. And I don't care who it is. It could be your cousin or your friend or your mama or your daddy. And you're just like, I'm trying to move on. I want to do better. I want to live a better life. And y'all not on that. So I'm ready to get out of here. You said yes. I haven't been out in a while and I wanted to let my hair down. And wanted to get cute, but nah. Okay, cousin. What about, what we gonna do? Fight. I ain't had a good old fight in a while, but for you, yeah, we gonna fight, cousin. He said, what if I keep missing out on plans with people on accident? Do you feel good about the fact that you missed the plans? Do you feel like, oh man, do you feel bad about it? I bet you probably do feel bad, but not because you feel bad, but you feel bad because they want you there. They want you there, or you said you were going to go and all these things, so you feel bad because of that. But the fact that you're not going doesn't really matter to you. So this is why you're being guided to go within and start to work on yourself. So you will know, this is what I want. I want to be around these people. I want this. This is what I want. I'm not just doing it because they invited me or I said I would come. No. Because people can invite you and then you get there and the whole time you don't even want to be there. So no. And I said, oh heck no. Right. You said, cousin, I ain't doing no wrestling. I'm a little too old. We gonna wrestle. Look. I'm gonna put you in the headlock. As soon as we have our retreat, I'm like, hey, come here, water bottle, give me a hug. And I'm gonna jump on you, okay? Yeah. Cause you laughing, I'm for real. We're gonna be rolling around. We're gonna be fighting. I'm for real about the pictures. I wanna see the pictures, okay? He was saying, cousin, don't do it, please. Oh, I'm doing it. He gonna say, hey, cousin, it's me. Water bottle. I'm like, oh. on. It's on. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Okay, so let's get some more guidance here. Listen, we got to get off of here because we done been on here for a good minute. Okay, yeah, so we got authentic power. This is what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You said I'm changing my name. Cousin, you know you can change your name. You know your cousin. I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you. Okay, authentic power. That's what this life is all about. That's what it is, okay? We go through all these things so we can learn who we are and what we came here to do, okay? Hey, cousin. Hey, Deborah. That's what it is. Cousin, you laughing. I'm fine. Okay, so let's see. It says enhance your beauty. So this is a good way, especially for ladies or men too. It's a good way for you to do your self-healing is by enhancing your beauty. Whatever it is that you feel like you can change, but you haven't changed, start working on that, okay? So if it's weight loss, if it's, oh, I want to start doing makeup, like my daughter, she was saying, I want to start putting a little makeup on. So she gets in the mirror and she's doing a little makeup and, you know, all these things. Start doing some of those things, you know? Do some things that, hey, cousin, do some things that make you feel relaxed and calm, but it's still also self-care. I'm not saying go push yourself and go to the gym and all that, but just go on a little walk, you know? Or go, I wouldn't say like Pilates, because Pilates is a little stressful. Yoga, it just depends, you know, if you're the yogi type. But just do some stretching. Stretching is real good. Even if you just stretch, you know, how you stretch your arms and, you know, you stretch your legs and you just stretch your body and move around, you're going to feel a lot looser and feel better. They also have stretch therapy too. So look into that. I'm hearing like something about your back. So if you have back pain or you feel like, you know, you want to work on your posture or something with your back, and you know that's where the spine is. So we get a lot of energy through our spine. If you're having back pains, that's a clear sign that you are stiff. So you need to stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay? Inverting. Now people hang upside down. That's good too. It's also good for blood flow. Doing something like that. But hold on. Listen, you say, hey cousin, those cards are nice. Where'd you get them from? I made these cards. I'm going to have them available soon, but not yet, okay? It's a special surprise. But yeah, I made these and I made the other deck too. Just to confirm the messages because I know y'all like the cards. So I can give y'all the message without them, but it's just a confirmation. Oh, look, rest. There it is. And then this says living in the flow. You got that card again. Ugh, cousin, my goodness. You are headed too. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like I said, I can't tell you what to do. You do what you want to do. But yeah, we got birth and a vision here. You're here to do so much more. But see how she's happy? She has a smile, you know. Now, I'll be honest with you. Mothers out there, y'all can vouch for what I'm saying. When you're pregnant, are you like this? No, normally not. Normally not, okay? It's more like, ooh, you're big, you look like, ooh, okay, I can't wait for this baby to come out. When you gonna come out? You sitting up there having private conversations with the baby. So when you gonna come out? You're not sitting up there like, oh, my baby. You know, I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? You could have times when it's like that, but normally it's not, you know. This looks like a picture. You could, you know, you just pose for the picture like, oh, I'm so happy to be a mom. Oh. But I feel like that's kind of like how you're carrying on through life. Just like, okay, you take a pictures. Hey, everybody, you know. Kind of just going through life with a smile. Okay? But this is fake. Look, just imagine this fake smile. For men out there, if you listen, it's for you too. It's fake. It's time to get a real smile. It's time for you to be real. Okay, you said yes, I think. Oh, let me go back up. Okay, so then, okay, let me go back up. I read that one. Okay. It says so being literally in hermit mode for a decade isn't healthy. We need people. I know you, my cousin, honey. You said it. You've been in hermit mode for a decade. No, cousin, that's not healthy. I mean, it's good if you're healing, okay? You'll know you're healing because you're changing yourself, okay? You're starting to see not only what other people did, but what you did too, okay? All that. Healing is good. But that's spirit, Spirit will put you in her mode too. So it's not a bad thing, but it's definitely not normal. If you're going through a cycle of healing and development, because spirit is also developing you too. If you're going through that, that's normal. I don't know if you're a spiritual person or not. If you're a spiritual person, that's completely normal. But just to say, oh, I just don't want to cut myself off from the world, no. But if you are a spiritual person, spiritualist, or you have gifts that are being developed or something like that, yes. It is. You said the cards resonate. Thank you, cousin. I'm going to have these for y'all so you can pull your own cards and get your messages. You said, did I say messages? Messages. Look, y'all know I need to get off. These lights is cooking me. Said, so, cousin, I was working when you answered me. You said, I cancel plans because those not my people. Well, I said, how do you feel when you cancel plans? Do you feel like it's okay? Like, okay, it's not a big deal? Or do you feel guilty because you said you were going to be there for them? Do you feel guilty about it? Like, oh, I said I was going to be there, but I'm not going to make it. I should have been there. Or do you really want to be there? Look, at the bottom of this deck says new friends. I'm just showing you what it says. I'm not telling you nothing. That's what it says right here. New friends. So, excuse me. I'm just going to leave that right there. How do you feel? Because I also tell you this too. If you're praying for your relationships to get better and you have to cancel plans and things always happen, or you feel like you don't want to be around them, or you could take or leave being with them or not, new friends need to come in, but they can't come in with the old friends still there or the old relationships. You got to let them go so you can have new partnerships. I feel like you deserve better friends. That's what I feel like. I feel like you deserve better. You know you deserve better. You want better. But if you keep going with the same friends, then it's just going to be the same old thing. You said, all my life. You said, wow. Yeah. You said, I can't wait to see your face. Please hurry up. Cousin, we going to have our retreat. You said, oh my God, you look so good, cousin. It's been so long. Thank you, cousin. Look, I'm all up in your face. Oh my God, it's been too long. Excuse me, I am 40. These eyes don't work like they used to. Okay? Thank you, cousin. Said, you are too gifted. Thank you. He said, you are too gifted. I can't wait for the retreat. Thank you. Thank you, cousin. Yeah, you know if them friends need to stay or go. You know what it is. So I think Spirit will let me know when it's time to come out of hermit mode. Okay. Let's see. Let's see, Empress. What do you need to know? And then I'm going to go after this. You said, just gorgeous. Are you still on YouTube? Yes. The live replays are on YouTube. So you caught this one today, but I go live almost once a week. And all the rest of them are on YouTube. What is it? I am Marie Moses. Sorry. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you come over to TikTok so that you can catch it live. It's going to be Living Holistically with Can. Okay, so let's see. What do you need to know about this hermit mode? Okay, so there's the burden. This heavy burden here. I think you feel like it's a lot of stress being around people. People stress you out. That's all. That's all it is. This is your way of protecting the inner child. Remember we were talking about inner child work? This is your way of protecting yourself, is being by yourself. Look, you got the fear card came out for you too. There it is. So you could have had a lot of betrayal. Yeah, there's also, look, ooh, cousin. Didn't I say if you was a spiritual person? Didn't I tell you if you was a spiritual person, then being in hermit mode is normal? So my cousin got some spiritual gifts, huh? Look. So my cousin a little gifted. Okay. Okay, you don't want to tell me you was a spiritual person, but that's okay. I still see that. I still see it. You said thank you. You're welcome. You are welcome. But that's where it's coming from. You know, you've been betrayed a lot. You've been through a lot with people, and all you really want is peaceful relationships like this. You know, you want to have your own happy family. You want to have people that are around you, but that's not what you've got going on, or what you had in the past. You had a lot of people that made you feel afraid, like you got to watch yourself, like you can't trust people. You know, if you have children, you got to protect yourself and everything that is connected to you. So that's your defense, okay? But the reason why you have had relationships that were like a burden for you is so you can be by yourself. That's spirit too, okay? Because look, with that spiritually gifted card, look at this. You got this 2 of coins. So this is balancing. This is also giving me energy healing. So you can be some type of healer. You have some type of power in your hands. See this? You're doing something with your hands, or some type of, you could even take Reiki. You know what they call Reiki? You could start doing it on yourself, energy healing on yourself. You could also just be born with it, okay? Like me, I'm an energy healer, but that's not something that I do. It's a part of me because of my family that I'm born into. And I connected to this power, but I had to go and be by myself. So this same thing happened to me too. And when you're by yourself, then you don't have the interruption. And you could feel like, you know what? I'm done. I'm good. I don't need y'all, because you got spirit. See, when spirit is filling you up, you really don't need people. You really don't. You feel like you can live like this forever because the emotion is cut. You don't have that emotional connection to the 3D world or people. You don't have that anymore. You said, wow, very accurate. It's true. So you don't have that connection because you have spirit with you here. You're working on whatever these gifts are that you're being granted here, this power granted. See, you're doing this work on yourself, and spirit is doing this within you, and you're just open to receive. See how she's just receiving it? She's not trying to go run away and go do certain things. So there's a certain resilience that comes with this too. We got the 9 here, which the 9 is connected to the ancestral energy. So you have the same thing. This is just your bloodline. And this is being activated within you at a certain time because there's something that you're going to do with this energy healing. You said, yes, it's true, cousin. I'm telling you. You're doing something with this energy healing that you're doing. It's like you're healing yourself and you're going to heal other people. But nobody can train you. So even if you took a Reiki class or whatever, that's a good start. But that's not going to give you the activation. Only our Creator can give that to you, because it's like Christ, how he had that power. And he said we can do greater works than he did. You'll be granted the power and you'll be able to heal not only people, but universal healing. So you could do like a lot of prayers for the universe. Not to say you're a nun, okay? But it is giving nun vibes, just a little bit, okay? Nuns, on the other hand, they kind of grouped up and clicked up together. but they dedicate their life to their creation or to their creator and their service and what they are here to do. And they're okay with being disconnected from people. They live in their coven or whatever, and they pray all the time and do, this type of work. A lot of nuns do that. So you could have ancestors that were Catholic. You could have been Catholic in a past life, but you've evolved from the Catholic faith, the religion part of it. You still are connected to that mindset that I would rather live my life in alignment with my creator than to do anything else. So it's not just you being in hermit mode by yourself. You're not by yourself. You are connecting to the creator and your gifts. So that's why you feel fulfilled. You feel like, okay, I don't need to be around anybody else, because you're developing. And then when it's time for you to be around other people, that desire will come back. But there's a time when spirit will cut that desire. Like I was telling you, when you go through these different transitions, you won't have the desire, and you'll start feeling bad because you're like, well, my friends want me to come, or my family wants me to come, and I need to be out. And it's like, that's what they want, but that's not what you want. You want to be by yourself, and you start honoring that. You say, oh, I can't make it, y'all. You say, yes, it's true. Yes. Start like, oh, I can't make it, y'all. No. I'd rather be at home. Spirit is selfish at times. I'm telling you the truth, okay? I'm telling you what it is. When spirit is working on you, nobody around other than your children. If you have children, okay. But many people who are being activated at this time, we're being called to be by ourselves. And that's just for a certain cycle. It's the truth. It is the truth. You said it resonates for you? Oh, somebody else said this resonates for them too? Let me go back. You said, does her reading go for everyone on this live? Yeah. Yeah, if it resonates for you. But she asked a specific question, and I just answered it. But yeah, if you feel like that's for you. The live replay will be over on YouTube. That's the general for everybody. But this is specifically for her. But if you're picking it up and you are feeling the same thing, yes, it's for you, because we're all connected. Okay, we're all in different phases, but we're all connected. Okay, y'all, that's good. Look at Ken back on the thing. I'm back, y'all. I'm back, y'all. I'm back, y'all. I'm backity back. I'm back, y'all. Tell him I'm back, cousin. Tell him I'm back. Tell him I'm back. You said, okay. Yes, cousin. Yes. I love what I do. I really, really love this. Like, in my heart. That's what I was telling y'all. If I could do this every day, I would do it. But the way spirit got it set up, I can't do it every day. I can't. Personals, I still do personals, but the way the schedule is set up, it's not even set up for me to do it every day. But I still do them. You said, thank you. I appreciate you so much. You're welcome. It's all spirit. It's all spirit. It's our creator. I'm just receiving the message and giving you the guidance, okay? So there it is. I hope everybody has everything that you need. Make sure you join us in spiritual alignment class if you need support, if you need guidance. There's so much here, okay? We can go on and on and on. Go to the links and you let spirit guide you to what you need. If you want to join our private community and you want to talk with me and text with me and be a part of our group, join spiritual alignment class. Then you'll have access to the private group chat. We text in there all the time. If you're going through things, you're not by yourself, you can share and we help, okay? We respond. You ain't gonna never get left on read because I'm in there every day. So I'm in there. I'm not doing messages like this, but if you have a question or something like that, I can answer your question, okay? If you join the Spiritual Advancement Masters Program, which is further down the line, then we have a monthly group call. You'll have access to that. You said, peace, cousin, I appreciate you. We'll message you in the group. Okay. Look, I want to see those pictures. I want to see those pictures. Creative pictures. I want to see it. Because I know you got it. You doing some type of artwork or whatever you're doing, I know it's good. I bet you it's really good. I bet you it's so good that once I see it, I'm going to get even more mad at you that you ain't doing it every day. Matter of fact, don't post. Don't put it in there because I ain't trying to get. Don't get on my nerve. No. Don't get on my nerve. Okay. You said, cousin, don't pump me up. I ain't pump you up. I'm telling you, don't even post it because I don't want to get mad. Okay. Cousin gonna post a what they call it, the Mona Lisa in there. Cousin, I painted this with 2 fingers. Look, I painted this whole thing with 2 fingers. What, girl? What? And you sleeping on yourself? What a crime! Y'all hear that noise? Oh, there's a truck out there, I think. Okay, y'all. Okay, let your cousin go. I gotta go. You say you did hear that? Yeah, I heard that too. Sound like something. I don't know. Cousin, these people out here be chopping down trees. It be getting on my nerve. Look, sidebar. They get on my nerve because, ain't nothing wrong with the burbs and all that. But they chop down their trees because they don't want to rake their yard. That to me is crazy. I think that's crazy. And I guess growing up, we always had leaves in the yard. It wasn't a big deal. But when you move into certain communities with certain people, they don't like leaves on the ground. So for them not to have leaves, or not on the ground, but in their yard, for them not to have leaves covering up the ground or the grass in the fall, when all the leaves fall off, they will cut the tree down so they won't have to deal with it. I'm like, how selfish. You said that's crazy? It is crazy. I'm like, what? My neighbor just got their tree cut down the other day. That's what I thought I was hearing. Like, did another tree fall? Victim? So these people, my goodness. It's giving, remember on Pocahontas, how John Smith was? They was getting ready to cut down all those trees. And she was like, no, don't cut the forest down. Am I acting earthy? I think I'm acting a little earthy. You said, yep. Yeah, that's what it's giving. John Smith energy. Oh, we don't need these trees. Let's cut them down. It's crazy. Say, you think you own? Oh, yeah, you think you own whatever land you land on. Ah! See, that's how I know you my cousin. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. Look, Pocahontas, here I go. Cousin, oh, I love y'all. Look, I found my tribe. You said, can you be watching Pocahontas? Yes, I do. So, I love cartoon movies. Water Bottle, I know you like cartoon movies. I love them. We talking about inner child healing? Y'all need to get on y'all cartoons. Why y'all not watching y'all cartoons? Go back and watch Tailspin. Go watch all the cartoons you used to watch when you were younger. And just watch them and just laugh. Just laugh. Y'all might be so serious. Y'all might not even laugh. Y'all be sitting up there like, Let me get on my phone. Let me get on my phone. I love Disney too. My daughter's like that too. We love Disney movies. Love them. She's still like that. She's about to be 20 years old. Cousin, do you know when she started working, I stopped paying for like subscriptions. I'm like, y'all pay your own stuff, right? And she still pays for Disney Plus. She cut all the rest, the Netflix and the Hulu and all that. She still has it. She cut all that off, but she keeps Disney Plus. I said, girl, you better keep Disney Plus so I can sign in and watch Toy Story for the 1,000 millionth time. Turn them cartoons on in the background. If you want to just have some background noise or whatever, turn the cartoons on. You know? You said, see you, cousin. See you, cousin. I got to get ready for class. Okay, cousin. I'll see you. Good luck. You're going to do all right. All is well, okay? All right, y'all. I love y'all. I will see y'all soon. Make sure that you go over to YouTube and watch the live replays. If you are here on TikTok, if you are on YouTube, come over to TikTok. There's two TikToks. Just type in I am Marie Moses. You'll see both of them. Or type in the Lighthouse Women's Wellness. You'll see it. You say, I love you. I love you too, cousin. I hope I was able to help you. You know, I'm always here. So book your personal sessions. There are resources here to help you. You have everything that you need to help you on your path. So I'm not just giving you the guidance and leaving you alone. You still have support. Okay? Okay, cousin. Okay, you said bye, cuz, friend, sister, girl. Bye, cuz, friend, sister, girl. I love y'all so much. I'm wishing y'all well. All is well, no matter what phase you're at. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Bye, Deborah. You said take care. Later, cousin. See you later, cousin. I love y'all so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, ladies, so I know y'all hear me talk a lot about spiritual alignment class, but let me tell you why you need to be in spiritual alignment class, okay? Spiritual alignment class is for ladies that are ready to stop working hard, okay? If you are done working hard, you are ready to live a stress-free life, then I am here to assist you, okay? For the next 4 weeks, you are going to commit to yourself, not to the class, not to me, not to nobody else. You're going to commit to yourself, and you're going to learn how to nurture yourself. Many of us, we take care of everybody else, but we do not properly know how to nurture ourselves. So in spiritual alignment class, you will get the opportunity to take a break from life, and I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know, everything that I have done over the past 3 years to lose weight and, you know, be this free person that I am now. I'm going to help you to do the same thing. You do not have to work hard to take care of yourself. Your creator, our creator, will take care of you if you get out of the way. And a lot of us need support in learning how to do that. So I'm here to assist you on your journey. You do not have to take care of yourself anymore. You don't need a rich man and you don't need a bunch of money. All you need to do is say, I'm done. All right? I'm done working hard. I'm done trying to figure it out. And you allow spirit to come in and guide you. And then you will be, look, basking in the sun at 10 o'clock in the morning with nothing to do. Like me. All right, cousin, I love you, and I'll see you in our private community. Bye.